Hey guys, it's Matador, and it's time for another gamer confession. So, confession, I don't like Kingdom Hearts anymore. Now before I continue, I want to go on record as saying that it was one of my favorite games when I was a kid. I really loved it. It was a combination of things that I really liked. It took the Final Fantasy style of game, which like I said in the last video, I was horrible at. I couldn't play turn-based to save my life. And it combined it with the Disney aesthetic. So these were two things that I really enjoyed in a game that was actually pretty good. The gameplay was really polished, it was fun to play. Recently on my channel, I was doing a playthrough of the game, which I kind of stopped doing. I might go back to it one day, but the main reason I stopped was because I realized that the story kind of sucks. Now, like I said, the game itself doesn't suck. The game is fun. The gameplay is polished. The gameplay is really fun. I really enjoy it. It's a good, solid game. But as soon as you get into the story details, it just completely falls apart. And I remember thinking that some of the story elements were kind of dumb, even as a kid. But getting back into it as an adult, it's just incomprehensible RPG babble. I'm looking at this right now. It's the line from the very beginning of the first Kingdom Hearts game. Thinking of you wherever you are, we pray for our sorrows to end and hope that our hearts will blend. Now that I step forward to realize this wish. Now I will step forward to realize this wish, sorry. That means nothing. That has no significance to anything, and it's never really explained what it means, and there's a ton of that in Kingdom Hearts. It's a lot of disjointed dialogue that sounds like it means something, that sounds like it should have deep emotional significance, but it's just slapped over the top of this incomprehensible plot. It's like you get halfway through the dialogue when somebody's talking, or you get halfway through the story, and you have to try to remember what was the point of all this? How did we start this? Like, what is the story here? What is the overarching thing that is happening? I haven't played a lot of the other Kingdom Hearts games. I played Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Chain of Memories, but I've like looked up the plot synopsis of the others because I'm not going to buy a new damn system every time a new Kingdom Hearts game comes out. So I've looked up the plot to them, and it just completely gets worse and worse through each layer that they added on. It's like, as a whole, the first Kingdom Hearts was kind of a weird plot, kind of convoluted. It could have been streamlined a lot better, it could have been told a lot better, but then they just add layer and layer and layer of just horribly told plot, and plot that just makes no sense on top of it. And I know I'm not alone in thinking this. I've seen a lot of people who have said the exact same thing recently. I think my favorite was actually a Hot Pepper gaming review. I cannot remember who it was. I'll link it in the description down there, but she was basically reviewing Kingdom Hearts. She'd eaten, I think it was a habanero, and she was reviewing one of the more recent spin-offs, and she was just saying, the dialogue is just usual Kingdom Hearts garbage about following your dreams or some shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares! It was really funny. But I realized I feel the exact same way. I feel the same way about Kingdom Hearts because, like, at a certain point, you do stop caring. At a certain point, like, you can only handle so much bullshit slapped on top of itself. It's just a lot of it was unnecessarily complex, and Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, was probably the worst offender in the series because it layered on just a few more unnecessary bits of plot and characters who you'd met before in, like, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. But not everybody had played that because it was on Game Boy Advance. Which leads me to my #1 complaint about Kingdom Hearts, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this. Like, the joke is that anytime they release a new game, you gotta buy a new system to play that game. Like, it started with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which came out on Game Boy Advance, and then they put one out on the PSP, and they put one out on Nintendo DS. Anyway, I'll wrap this up because, again, I'm rambling, but the point being, it wasn't a horrible game, but it had a lot of problems, and even more now that I'm seeing. So if you have any thoughts on that, then please leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you don't agree with me, then try to be nice about it, because like I said, I don't hate the game. I'm not trying to say that it was bad, but it does have a lot of problems that I really hope that they fix them in Kingdom Hearts 3. Unfortunately, I don't think they will, because they've done this, they had the same pattern going for, I think we're going on 7 games now that they've made for Kingdom Hearts, so, and it hasn't really fixed itself, so I don't really expect that to be resolved in the near future. So tell me what you think about this. Tell me your thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts series. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? And if you enjoyed this, then be sure to give the video a like. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. That's my problem kind of with a lot of Eastern storytelling, and particularly a lot of Square Enix storytelling. They're really bad at that. Like, they tell you everything. They lay out everything for you in dialogue. Like, this character is the way that they are, and we are telling you that they're that way. They are telling you everything about the